welcome to Bone Apple Tea.
I'm Connor.
I'm Rua.
And I'm Robin.
And this is a podcast about cursed foods. The definition we're using for cursed foods is seasonal or limited edition items produced by food companies that are generally a bad idea.
Yep. And this week we are doing, well, I would call them crisps. Other people might call them chips.
And I think by our we don't tell each other what we've got beforehand, but I think from our chatting we've got a gosh darn bonza episode coming up with some awful things.
Yeah.
We're rating these on a D&D alignment chart from chaotic to lawful, depending on how weird something is, and from good to evil, depending on how absolutely disgusting it is. So it's going to be fun to find out what these guys are.
And we might get some good ASMR in this episode.
Some
crackling.
crunch.
Yeah.
Some crunch.
Does anyone get the ASMR tingles? I've never had those.
No, I haven't.
It just seemed made up to me.
I enjoy it, but I'm not sure I get the tingles. Like, I do really like listening to people with that sort of like slightly cigarette voice. But I'm not sure it's ASMR tingles or just like I like the voice.
Yeah. No, I don't get anything from it. But I do enjoy listening to ambient sounds. Especially like rain sounds if I'm doing something.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think that comes under ASMR.
No, I think that's just normal.
I love
it.
Right? Yeah, I like crowd sounds when I'm working.
The coffee shop sounds.
Yeah.
Put those on.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, should we get started on our first ASMR crisps?
We're starting with a relatively tame.
Relatively tame. Now, both of mine are actually, I realised, corn crisps, corn chips.
They're not corn chips, they're corn-based snacks.
Corn-based snacks.
They're like twisties.
My first one is from Calbee. This was got at KFL, which is an Asian store in Flemington.
Yeah.
And the flavour is eel.
Eel.
Grilled eel.
Grilled eel. Do you know what?
It sounds kind of nice, honestly.
I think it would be nice. I had been vegetarian my whole life, and then being in Japan, I will like socially eat fish, like a social smoker, but eating fish, because it's really hard, and I want to have friends. And
just standing outside the club eating fish, like
it's just eating fish. A fish in both hands, walking the street looking for friends.
Yeah, these actually do have a tiny bit of shellfish in them, but they're not. Yeah, it's just a flavored seasoning, which doesn't actually seem to contain any eel. So it might just be one of these deals where it's made in the same factory as some stuff with actual shellfish in.
Yeah.
Sure. The ingredients are going to be translated anyway, so you know.
But of all the fish I've had, which I generally don't like fish that much, I find it kind of still challenging to eat because it's just like not something I'm used to, and also it doesn't sit great with me. But eel, chef's kiss, delicious.
I've never actually had a real eel, so maybe I'm the worst person to be tasting these for comparison.
Oh, I think it should be good.
The packaging is mostly red. It's got a bunch of pictures of the corn-based snacks and a big, nice grilled eel picture.
Yeah.
And also like a corn man with long legs and arms.
See, I thought it was a corn lady.
It might be a corn lady. I think it's maybe a genderless corn. The one on the back has shades on, which is great. These are from Japan, but made in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Calbee's a Japanese company, so
yeah,
a lot of the sort of general chips you get in Japan. So let's open these up.
Yeah, Calbee makes some good chips, I think.
Calbee's pretty good. I love the fresh Calbee store in Harajuku.
Me too.
Okay, I can smell these, and they kind of have barbecue smell with a little bit of fish. It's not bad. It's just a knobbly crisp. You see some
looks like
seasoning.
a twisty.
Looks like a twisty, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got like a very, very slight seaweedy or fishy aftertaste, but it's really mild.
Yeah.
These are honestly like, they smell a lot stronger than they taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of the fish taste. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint that as eel, but I haven't tried eel. Hannah, do you want to try one and see if they taste like eel?
I just noticed on the back a big thing that says this product contains phenylalanine, and I'm wondering why.
That's weird.
What is phenylalanine?
It's like, I don't know, but it's often used as like a pH indicator.
Oh, why?
They're kind of just fine. They're quite a mild taste.
They taste a bit like the eel glaze you get in Japan.
Ah.
But they also just taste like, again, like Maggie chicken.
Yeah, it's more of a chicken.
Ever.
I think maybe because it mixes with the corn.
It's a bit sweeter than a Maggie chicken,
Yeah.
but
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna give these like pretty lawful good.
Yep.
It's not that
Yeah.
weird. It's maybe a bit weird because we don't have many fish flavored crisps kind of in Western countries, but like it tastes good. They're nice. How do you
Yeah.
taste?
Nice.
This one's a really weird shape too.
You'll have to like pull out if there's any ones that are like particularly notable shapes, and then you can sell them on eBay.
Find Jesus eel in here.
Yeah. Did you see the garbage day post that was about like, I can't remember what kind of crisp it was, but it was all ones that were like shaped like different things.
Oh no, I didn't. I need to subscribe to Garbage Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll forward it and we can refer to it, because they had this whole thing of people selling like weird shaped crisps.
Do you want to give us an eel fact? I know you have a lot of eel facts.
Oh, I read a book about eels that was really great. Did you
Really?
know that people didn't know that eels had genitals until like the 1800s?
What did they think happened though?
They thought they spontaneously generated.
Sudden eels.
They thought worms were baby eels. There were all sorts of theories, but yeah. And oh no, it was later even, because Freud's first scientific assignment was trying to find eel testicles.
Oh my god, that affected all of his work.
And he couldn't find them. And then he gave up
find
on
them.
natural sciences and became a psychologist.
It's like humans, they definitely have genitals.
Yeah.
Where would we be in psychology if it wasn't for like eel sneaky balls?
Yeah, but there's like clearly a big missed area of eel psychology that has not been discovered here.
Yeah. But yeah, basically it's they only grow them when they need to.
Oh, okay. So you need to
So
get
there
them
are
at the right
many
moment.
stages of the eel life cycle, and for a long time, a lot of them were thought to be different animals. So there's like baby eels, and then glass
Elvers?
eels, and then
Yeah.
elvers, and then brown eels, and then the final stage, the silver eel, is the only one with genitals.
And then the final stage, the Calbee grill corn eel kabiyaki flavor.
Yeah, they'll come with brown eels though.
Okay.
These are pure virgin eels in your eel flavored crisp.
Okay, so Connor's choice next.
All right, so I bought these at Preston Market in like at the same place actually I bought the mint chocolate dipped Oreos. So I bought these and I've been saving them. These are Zapps potato chips, Evil Eye flavor.
Evil Eye flavor.
It just has big eyes on the packaging.
So it has like a 3-eyed zombie screaming on the package. It says New Orleans kettle style. And also has a little picture of a voodoo doll right up the top being stabbed with pins.
Oh.
Warning.
And what is
This product may expose you to chemicals including acrylamide, which are known in the state of California to cause cancer. Oh no! What's with all these chemicals in our crisps? That is really upsetting as a warning.
Yeah,
that is.
Oh well, for science.
Bottoms up.
So I was interested in these particularly because there's no evidence as to what Evil Eye flavor is. It's just that it's New Orleans style.
I mean, that means probably like a barbecue or something, or like a smoky taste.
Yeah. And the back says,
gum?
Beware the
Is it like
pardon?
some kind of like Cajun? Kind of Cajun?
Yeah, so it says Zapps Evil Eye kettle style potato chips are subtle with a mild heat, yet bursting with flavor. Experience the essence of New Orleans if you dare.
Whatever flavor that is bursting.
Yeah.
So let's pop them open. Oh, they're really red.
Oh, maybe it's
that's a lot of
gumbo.
seasoning,
Maybe
yeah.
it's gumbo. Gumbo.
Oh, gumbo,
flavor.
That'd
that
be
would be-
nice. Gumbo would be cool flavor.
They don't have a very strong smell. They smell like nice crisps, and they look like fancy crisps. Like there's lots
Yeah,
of
because it said it was
folded
kettle
ones.
crisps, right?
Yeah, they're kettle
Like-
crisps.
I can mostly smell oil.
Yeah, they mostly smell like oil. Look, yeah, there's definitely paprika in there. There's a kind of like sweet and sour taste. So
Yeah.
it starts off at the front of the palate, it's kind of smoky. And then there's a sweet and sour taste, and then it's very slightly spicy. Just by
Ooh.
looking at them, I would have thought they were like, whoa, spicy.
Yeah.
But they're not at all.
Yeah. That sounds pretty nice.
They're really nice. If anything, they could do with a bit more flavor. But like, these are solid, just munching crisps.
I think it's just the weird packaging. They're just like normal crisps.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
packaged very strangely.
Yeah. Oh, they sound really nice.
Yeah, like, yeah, I would have said, like, if I had to, like, if someone had blind given me this flavor, I would have said, like, smoky barbecue.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're good. I'm gonna go, like, they're neither lawful nor chaotic, so they're neutral. I think these are neutral good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Alrighty, so this is something that was one of my the one that got away. I saw it kind of got like memed on in the like foreigners living in Japan community as just like a really cursed food flavor. And then I was looking for it for ages. And then I just found it in my supermarket the other day, and it is the fish and chips flavored Pringles.
Yes.
I especially like the
I've seen
idea
these
of a
before.
chip being chip
Not seen-
flavored.
IRL.
And unfortunately, my packaging is like it's got like a winter jumper, like knitted jumper.
Oh, so
Kinda
yours does not have the
designed
British
it-
flag on it, because I know some
It
of them
doesn't have
do
the British flag on it, which is the version I wanted. I wanted the
Yeah.
British flag one because it was done as a big promotion with this like Japanese talento, like TV personality called Fuwa-chan, and she did a huge promotion to dressed up in like a Union Jack outfit with these fish and chips Pringles. And yeah, I got the big one. It's got an extra 20% for better or for worse. So I'm gonna open these up. They do have cod powder on them.
It's a bit weird to have chips that taste like chips.
It is a bit weird to have chips that taste like chips. Maybe that'll make it more greasy. Wait, let me just get this initial whiff. Well, do you know what? There's something so dominant about the smell of Pringles
Yeah.
Yeah.
that yeah. And I watched like the only foreigner living in Japan YouTuber that I watch. He ate these and he said they were very bad. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna give it a try. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's awful. That's horrible.
I feel like as soon as you said they have cod powder on them, I was worried.
Mm. It's it kind of tastes like, do you know, it's got that fish taste. You know that fish taste that sometimes, this is a very specific description, but you know sometimes when you get a soy-based mayonnaise and there's this slightly fishy taste to it? Have you ever tasted this? Like, I don't know.
QP sometimes goes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Like fish and oil is kind of really what that sounds like.
It's like, imagine taking a beautiful salt and vinegar chip, and then it's got the fish powder and the fish taste, and cod is like it's an oily fish as well.
Does it have any chip taste?
Yeah, it does underneath, but
That sounds like if you were saying like a salt and vinegar, like that's going with the British, like
Yeah, of
having
course,
vinegar.
drowned in vinegar. Yep.
those are awful. Those are horrible.
But
It's-
it's 20% extra to not want.
20% extra to go in the bin.
Have you ever burned a Pringle?
No.
I do.
Oh, they just really explode in an impressive way.
I can imagine. I think there's probably a lot of oil in that.
Yeah.
It is that is one of like the most indescribable, like, I mean, it's not a basic taste, I'll give it that. It's got many, it's quite complex and it's quite layered. It tastes vaguely like kind of, I guess, like, it's got an off taste as well. Oh, it's just, that's horrible.
Okay, what's your ranking?
I think that's chaotic evil. I think
solid.
it is disgusting. It's definitely evil. But and I think the idea of a fish and chip,
yeah, that's chaotic like that,
it's pretty chaotic. Yeah, no, gross. That was awful.
I've done some research this week. Rue, did you do any research?
I did do some research this week.
Okay.
I've surveyed many people that I know about.
Oh.
Okay, let's start with yours, Rue.
Yeah, you sound even more researched than me.
Well, we talked about last time briefly about the default chip flavor in other countries. So I have surveyed a bunch of, like, asked a bunch of people, and I've got some information. So in Australia, I would say the default chip flavors are salt and vinegar, chicken, cheese and onion, and barbecue. I think those would be the basic chip flavors in Australia. For like potato chips, not.
Sweet chili is really gaining on barbecue, but other than that, yes.
Yeah. I think barbecue's on the out a little bit. And what would be the default chip flavors in the UK, Robin?
Original, cheese and onion, salt and vinegar. Actually, prawn cocktail, but it's dropping away a little bit, that one. And then we get some of the more recent ones, like, barbecue, but they really seem more American.
Yeah, prawn cocktail sounds cursed. That was one of the ones that
is actually great, but it does sound
really
good. Yeah. Like, I've had a conversation with an American friend before about like the different flavors there and in the UK. And in the UK, we have a lot that are like a lunch, like it's dinner, but it's crisps. So we get like roast beef, we get like roast chicken. Sounds like Australia has a few of those as well. Whereas America has a lot more like the sauces you would put on chips, but they're the flavor of chips. So they have like ranch and stuff. Which did you survey?
Well, I asked people from America, and their ones were they didn't have cheese and onion, but they do have sour cream and onion. That's one that they have. And then salt and vinegar and barbecue and stuff like that. And then from Canada had two ones that were interesting. One was ketchup.
Oh yeah, we get those sometimes in the UK.
That's been a special edition here, but I would not say it's normal.
The other thing we had one in the UK is Worcester sauce, which I've never in the country, but
that could be nice. I think I'd be kind of similar to barbecue.
It's pretty great. Yeah, it's like a sort of saltier, spicier barbecue.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And then the other one was one called All Dressed.
What is that?
It's just like all of them.
Wow!
In one bag, like they're all different flavors.
It's just like all the flavoring powders of like salt and vinegar.
Why?
The ketchup, the sour cream and onion, all of it all mixed into the one thing.
Okay.
Yes,
Good on
I'm
Canada.
so here for this.
Good on Canada. What's one of the defaults in Japan?
Well, in Japan, I would say the default flavors are it's weak salt. You don't get like good salt. It's
usushio.
Usushio is a light salt. Then norishio, like seaweed and salt. And then butter shio, so butter and salt. I don't like butter. I don't like the butter shio.
No, I don't like the butter ones.
I don't like them. I don't like a fake butter flavor.
My favorite crisp flavors in Japan were the what was it, like shiawase butter, which was like a honey and butter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice.
My favorite is the Ume one. Don't lie.
Yeah, that was my favorite that was available all year round. My number one favorite crisp flavor of all time is Ume flavored crisps.
Yeah.
They're only available in spring in Japan, except for there was one konbini near a place where I worked out in the suburbs of Yokohama that sold them all year round.
Well, I think they always have the Ume chips, but it's not quite. There is the seasonal one that is
The
like
pickled one?
yeah. Well, they're both
Salty.
pickled, but there's a seasonal one which is really really nice and kind of close to salt and vinegar, and then they've got a kind of one that's like a kind of sweeter ume that you get like year round, which isn't as good.
Yeah, no, but no, I'm talking about the sour ume flavor.
The sour ume flavor that's so good.
I was so pleased to discover that I have even greater access to it in Australia than I ever had in Japan, because they sell it year round at Daiso in the city. The Burke Street Daiso has it year round for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I didn't I didn't say it last time, but Daiso for food in Japan as well is like NQR. Like it's just kind of like something that might be seasonal in other times. Like they're just pumping it out all year.
The konbini that I used to go to get them year round it was conjoined with a 100 yen store, so they had really weird stuff. They also had such weird steamed buns.
So from the UAE, the most popular or like the common chip flavors are chili, paprika, but paprika is more like red capsicum rather than
I've never had that as a chip flavor. That sounds interesting.
But I think that's really really common, because when I realized that that the world was so different from the eye of chips, it was when I commented to one of my mates from Germany that I was like, oh, I found it really shocking when I moved here, and like what I thought were basic chip flavors weren't available here. Like I couldn't get salt and vinegar. I couldn't get like cheese and onion. I couldn't get like chicken chips. And then she was like, yeah, I really miss paprika chips. And I was like, that's not a basic chip flavor, my dude. And then she was like, yes, it is. It's like the most basic chip flavor. So yeah, heaps of places have paprika chips. And then cheese, tomato, garlic. And garlic is such a good idea. Why don't we
garlic is great. You normally just get fancy crisps that have garlic on here.
Yeah. And then salt and chicken. Those are the ones from the UAE. And then from France, they've got 3 different types of cheese chips as their basic chip flavors.
I expected nothing less. What are they?
They're camembert, Emmental, goat's cheese.
Whoa.
And then there's paprika as well, and roasted chicken. And then from Pakistan, there's the salt, and then French cheese, yogurt and herb, masala. I think masala chips would be really nice.
Actually, they're a thing in the UK. Sometimes we get curry chips.
I had an Indian housemate who gave me the magic masala chips one time, and they were so good. They
sound so
really
good.
Weirdly of egg, but have no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
They're delicious. They're so good.
And then dahi bare, which is I had to look it up, which is like fried flour doughs in like a thick yogurt.
That sounds delicious.
Yum.
Yeah, and mint chutney, one called ketchup tango, and then paprika. So those were the ones
out there we're not getting. Like
there is just a world of chips.
I want to do a world crisp tour when the pandemic ends.
I know. I'll just go and all I'll do is I'll stop in a supermarket, eat the chips, and
then get back on the plane.
Yeah.
Well, my fact is about how you might not even have to get off the plane to do that. So I started off my fact with a memory, which is that when you fly Aer Lingus, Ireland's national carrier, your in-flight snack is a chip sandwich.
Nice.
They give you like a little packet of crisps and 2 slices of bread and some butter, and you
gotta make it yourself.
Yeah, and then you can construct your own little crisp sandwich.
Yeah.
So then I decided to research Tato, which is Ireland's national treasure crisp company.
Previously mentioned in the episode about chocolate.
Oh yes, yes. Briefly mentioned in the episode about chocolate that they did a collab with Cadbury's to make something very cursed. And after that, my cousin commented and he was like, actually, I loved the Tato chocolate. So shout out. So I started researching, and the first interesting thing I learned about Tato was that Northern Ireland Tato and Republic of Ireland Tato, two completely different companies.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they have the same branding and everything?
No, but they share the same recipes.
Oh.
Northern Ireland Tato doesn't seem to have the Tato Man.
That is a shame, because the Tato Man is a national
icon
in Ireland.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I discovered was about that Republic of Ireland Tato invented the process for flavoring chips.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Oh no, I just looked it up, and seemingly Northern Ireland's Potato Man they have one, and it's just more horrifying.
Oh, he's just worse.
What does he look like?
So normal Tato Man is a yellow potato with a face wearing a red suit.
Yes. I'm familiar with normal Tato Man.
Northern Irish Tato Man is like a man with a potato for a head wearing a
Oh no. Oh, I don't like that.
Much more manic looking.
Anyway, back to your facts.
So Tato invented the chip flavoring method.
Yeah.
And the first flavor that was invented was cheese and onion.
Yeah.
Then salt and vinegar. And you had a fact related to this then.
I can't remember.
You said you used to buy chips that had a little packet of salt in them to self-salt them.
Yeah. When I was a kid, there were Salt and Shake crisps around, and they were in a white packaging, and they looked like they'd just fallen out of the 1930s. And they were plain, like entirely plain crisps. And with a little waxed packet of salt, and you can pour the salt, you rip it open and pour it into the crisps, and then shake the bag.
That's wild.
I'm amazed these are not a thing in other countries. I guess it's just like some.
No, I've never heard of that.
Or maybe it was like before we had
before Ireland allowed it to be shared with the UK. Every other country is allowed to have the chip flavoring process, but the UK has to wait.
Fair enough.
And then my final thing about Tato was that there's also a Tato theme park in Ireland, which I'd heard about before from cousins.
Is it good?
And I don't know if it's... Some of my little cousins were quite enamored with Tato Park at various times. But my research indicated to me Tato Park, America-themed theme park in County Meath.
America-themed theme park.
Yeah.
So weird. It seems like it's also a zoo as well.
Yeah, they also have a lemur exhibit.
That's what I think of when I think of America.
Leopard.
Yeah.
Great.
Seems kind of cursed, but interested to go there.
So we were also
I would go there.
The fact that different countries have different flavors for the default crisps, even if they have the same default
different
crisps,
colors.
Different colors for the default crisps.
Oh.
In the UK, original is red, cheese and onion is green, and salt and vinegar is blue.
In Ireland, salt and vinegar is blue, original is red, cheese and onion is yellow. And in Australia, blue is original, pink is salt and vinegar, yellow is cheese and onion, green is chicken.
Yeah.
They're the ones that, like, orange or brown is barbecue.
Yeah.
There's just no logic to it. It's just.
But I remember in Ireland going to grab a pack of crisps and like grabbing pink ones thinking it was salt and vinegar. And
Prawn cocktail.
The sadness enveloped me.
Because I would probably, if I saw like just a big bag of like Smiths or Lay's, like, because they're the same company. Lay's just makes chips everywhere.
So we have these ones in the UK which are prawn cocktail flavored, which are called Skips, and they look like little shells. They're They're like kind of soft reconstituted potato stuff, and they've got like pink streaks on them. They sound disgusting, but they're the only acceptable crisp for prawn cocktail flavor. They also do like, you know, Walker's or Lay's ones that are prawn cocktail flavor, and they're not acceptable, but the chips, they're very good. Anyway, should we move on to our next round of cursed foods?
Okay, round 2, Robin.
Round 2, am I up first? Okay, so mine are from Nongshim, also from KLM.
They make
KFL.
Nongshim makes noodles. They make shin namyeon.
Oh,
Well,
so they're Korean.
They make noodles, but they also make banana kick. Banana kick with artificial flavor. These are also corn chips, seemingly. The packaging has an adorable little banana man kicking a ball, and very stressed. Then there's pictures of the chips, which look vaguely like bananas.
They look like twisties and bananas had a baby.
Yeah, so nothing can go wrong. These look great.
Yeah. Well, if it's like caramel corn, then that will be nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they smell like those foam bananas, like exactly like the foam bananas.
I'm not a fan of. I've got a lot of fruit flavorings. It seems I don't like, because I brought this up in 2 episodes ago. Like, yes, they look like caramel corn.
Foam bananas.
They look like packing peanuts.
They do. They look exactly
they do.
like packing
Yeah.
peanuts. Let's give one a try. That's actually not bad. They almost taste more like popcorn than crisps.
Oh, that's what you were about to say. If it's like caramel corn,
it is like
then it'll be nice.
So yeah, that's actually pretty good. It's like caramel corn with a kind of banana foretaste and then a little bit of a salty aftertaste.
Yeah, that sounds all right. If you like banana flavoring, then that would be really nice, I think.
Yeah. No, that's actually like way better than I expected.
Oh my god, the smell just hit me though.
They actually taste less strong than they smell.
Yeah.
Case for the eel. These are better than the eel chips.
Wow.
Like,
Oh.
I'm kind of into the trash banana flavor. They're quite sweet, but not like overpowering.
Yeah.
It's a good snack. I think I'm gonna give these something good.
Nice.
Heard it here first, folks.
Chaotic good.
This is the fun thing about this podcast. Sometimes you would never taste a food that you actually quite like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this time it feels like the tables have turned, because you guys have had some nice things, and last time I had nice things and you guys had disgusting things.
That is true. Yeah. This is no whiz fizz egg.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if this continues. So my next crisp is from Cheaper by Miles again. So like this is a limited edition that's past its limited edition phase.
Yeah.
I'm guessing these were for Chinese
These
New
were
Year.
for Chinese New Year. They have they have a weird a fat smiling child on them who has some sort of like, it looks like on his hand there's like the Chinese flag, but it has a love heart instead of just the circle.
And all you can see of him is like his giant teeth. He doesn't have like a face, just like a mouth. It's quite creepy.
Yeah.
And they're White Rabbit flavored.
Oh.
So for those who don't know, White Rabbit is like a kind of a chewy milk candy.
I love White Rabbit.
They're really good.
Yeah.
They're like in sort of like kind of Minties packaging, like a wax paper, and it has like a little white rabbit on it. And then they're like a really chewy, sweet, milky flavor. They kind of get caught in your teeth sort of thing. But they're really nice. Just like a classic sweet. And so these are White Rabbit flavored crisps. Yeah, a friend was over earlier who's a chef, and I was showing her this selection of crisps, and she was like, wow, White Rabbit crisps sound great. So
so that's the professional opinion.
This is apparently a professional opinion. White Rabbit that thinks White Rabbit crisps will be good.
I don't know about the milk flavor.
Yeah, it sounds sus.
I'm concerned about many things. I'm concerned about the milk flavor. I'm concerned about the sweetness.
Yeah.
So let's open it up.
What does it smell like?
The smell is like condensed milk.
Oh,
God, that smells terrible.
I love condensed
So
milk.
sweet. It's like condensed milk, but like it's gone off a little bit. Like,
Yeah, it has a tiny sour note as well.
no.
And are they chips like chips?
They're like Lay's potato crisps.
These are proper potato crisps. These are no corn snack.
Corn snack would be okay.
It's Lay's brand. I maybe failed to mention.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
And they're like a classic thin Lay's crisp.
They smell
Yeah.
Yeah, these I'm not excited.
What is it like?
It's not good. It tastes like salty milk.
Oh no.
It tastes kind of like, have you ever accidentally put salt in your tea instead of sugar?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that sort of level of
Is it sweet as well, or
It's a tiny bit sweet, but not really.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
very slightly sweet, but like sweet in the way that like milk is sweet. Robin tried one and he's going back to the banana crisps to cleanse it out.
It's musty somehow. There's something like off about them.
Yeah, they taste like they're 1,000 years old.
Old sweet milk.
Yeah,
I think it's the potato making it taste like that.
well, my other thought to compare it to is like if you had, like if you got cereal and then put salt on instead of
It
sugar.
does taste a bit like cereal, you're right.
It tastes like, or like even cereal where you've accidentally poured slightly off milk onto it.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Oh,
like if you
God.
had like Weetabix and then you've poured like slightly old milk onto it and it has that like sour taste and it's not quite off enough for you to be like, bleh. It's just off
Yeah.
enough where you're like, I really have to get to work. I guess I'll eat it.
Yeah.
So it's got that sweet, sour, sickly sort of taste.
Oh God.
That's
That's
really
terrible.
bad. That might be worse than what I was going to discuss in the later section as like the worst crisp ever. Wow. Okay. That's really truly chaotic evil. No one should have combined those two brands.
You see, this is great because last episode you were like, maybe I'll be soft on things, and these have clearly earned their ranking.
Yeah.
Well, today we've had two chaotic evil things already.
Yeah.
Yeah, from large brands like Pringles and Lay's.
Yeah.
Like,
What are they doing? Do they have
you know better.
no quality
Yeah.
control?
And I feel like White Rabbit should know better as well.
Yeah.
That's also like Lay's
That's a
and
huge
White Rabbit
brand.
is like two huge brands collaborating. But why?
So my final crisp is I got this from Daiso. The other day I was like, I don't know whether I can find like something truly cursed again. There's a few things in the convenience store, but all of them sounded okay. But I have something that I'm very much not looking forward to. And I think this flavor could be okay if you liked the thing, but I do not like the thing at all. It is Natto Chips.
Oh no. I'm amazed I've never seen this before.
Wow.
Yeah, no, they're like a bizarre off-brand from Daiso.
Chip, does it say chipple?
It says chipple. Natto chipple. Kind of like nipple, but with a chip.
You want to explain what natto is?
Natto is like one of those items that is quite famous in Japan for like people who are not from Japan don't like it. And I think it's very much a flavor you have to grow up with.
There's
I think it
plenty of
would-
Japanese people who hate natto too, though. Like,
Yeah, like it's a divisive flavor, and it's beans. They're fermented soybeans, and you usually like kind of eat them with like some mustard and a little bit of soy sauce. But the way that they're fermented means that they form this this is a particular texture in food that I have not experienced outside of Japan, and I find it disgusting.
I just described it as like eating spider webs. It's like
eating spider webs. I feel like someone has spat on my food before they gave it to me. And there's a few things that have this texture. Or the two main ones would be like natto, and then there's various types of like root vegetables in Japan. Like nagaimo and
main thing
okra's
that has
closest,
in
totoro?
Western cuisine, but in Western cuisine we usually try and cook okra to avoid that. And same
we
cuisine, like you'll have okra things, but they try and avoid this like stringy, slimy texture. Whereas in Japan, it's kind of a prized thing.
Yeah, like it's a desirable texture. So this is what natto is. But the real problem with natto is not the texture. I can get over the texture. I don't like it. I can get over it. Like I can eat like okra things that haven't been like I can eat like raw okra stuff, and I can eat like nagaimo and things like that, those yams. But natto, the big problem with it is the flavor. It's just got a really like rank fermented flavor.
It just tastes like rotten trash. Like
no,
it just tastes like trash.
I don't hate like the texture of natto makes me want to gag. But and like same with nagaimo and stuff. But I can eat I don't mind the taste of natto, and as someone who doesn't mind the taste, I would say it's like chocolate milk mixed with kimchi. Without any spiciness.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's got that fermented funk and that kind of nutty flavor from the soybeans, because I like soybeans.
Yeah, or like a strong tasting soy milk mixed with like something really fermented.
Yeah, for me, like natto is like, I revisited natto like after a while of living in Japan, because originally there were flavors that I didn't enjoy, and then after living in Japan for a while, I got used to these flavors, and I could like eat foods that I previously didn't really like that much. But when I revisited natto, I could eat a few mouthfuls, but then it mounted like the funk flavor and the spit texture. It was just too much.
You see if you can visit it in crisp form.
It's got that ammonia. You know how natto kind of has that ammonia. Oh, they're kind of puffed rice chips, which may be what a chipple is. I'm not sure.
It's not just the nipple of a chip.
Ew.
Oh, it's got wasabi on it.
Ooh.
Do you know what? That's already nice.
Hey.
Hey.
So you found a form where you can eat natto.
Yeah.
Only
it does have
chipples.
natto powder on it. It says in very big writing on the front. It's got freeze-dried honmono, the real deal. Freeze-dried natto stuff on it. It smells bad. It's got that ammonia smell that natto has, which is like the flavor, one of the big flavors I don't like in natto. But do you know what? The wasabi, and I think it's got like real chili on it, and it's also got like onion, like it's got quite big onion like flakes on it too, like spring onion flakes.
Fancy. Daiso's pulled through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Oh no. I just put like a bunch in my mouth, and I guess it rehydrated enough of the freeze dried, and I got the texture in my mouth.
Oh
no. I got that spit texture. As I moved my tongue away from the roof of my mouth, I felt it suspend in between. Oh no.
Is that the natto powder doing its job?
Yeah, well, at the beginning I just like ate like a small bite, like would eat one chip in 3 bites, and that was a pleasant experience. The wasabi was nice, There's plenty of wasabi chips in Japan. They're kind of seasonal, but I don't think they're that weird. Oh no, I can't eat that.
I'm upset at the existence of a slime textured crisp.
That's impressive.
I can't.
Food science going on there.
How did they do that? I guess it's the freeze dried. I guess
it just rehydrates.
I guess as soon as my own it's spit reconstituting spit.
Yeah.
Oh.
My instant thought is like, we use freeze drying to store bacteria in the lab, and I'm wondering if like you like rehydrate the bacteria as well that like ferment the nattos. Are you the gut flora benefits of the natto via the natto chip?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
I mean, why else would you eat it? Like,
it's left my mouth in such a state.
Do you need to get a glass of water?
I do. But I'll be back in a second.
Okay, these banana kick things actually have a gross aftertaste, but they're kind of nice. They're like such a trash food.
I tell you what, my dudes. That's chaotic evil. I was so willing to give it like a chaotic good.
It deceived
its first couple of bites, but
evil.
As soon as a chip gave me a slime texture in my mouth, I just oh, that's awful. That is so horrible. If you like natto, then I guess it's quite authentic.
Ones that got away / ones we've tried in the past, I guess.
Yeah.
We've had some bad crisps in the past. I think crisps are an area where it must be quite cheap to produce them. Yeah. So they just make terrible ones. The worst one I've had this year was the Mountain Dew Doritos.
Sounds awful.
They had a slight green color to them. And like a lemon lime flavor plus the chip flavor.
These were like, corn chips.
Corn chips, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus like an acidy taste. They were just really bad. But you can get bags of them on eBay for $70 now. So, you know, someone's making them.
the Mountain Dew Dorito scalpers.
Mm-hmm.
And then people who are friends of mine may have heard of me and the Lamington crisps that came out at the end of 2019, start of 2020. I was I heard about these Lamington crisps about 6 months before they came out and was like waiting with bated breath. And then I had loads of friends buying me bags of Lamington crisps because I was like, Lamington crisps, gonna be great. Previously, I would have said they were the worst crisps I've ever eaten, but I think White Rabbit has outdone them.
They at least have like the coconut taste. Like the Lamington ones have the slight coconut taste, which actually is okay. And if they did that rather than the sweet taste, that would be better.
Yeah, you also tried Lamington crisps, didn't you, Ruth?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I think they were, up until today as well, they were the worst chips I've ever had in my life. I'm still reeling from the Natto Chips.
It's been an informative episode.
But yeah, so the Lamington crisps had a very sweet like smell and kind of sweet start taste, and then they just tasted like salty coconut. They had real coconut flakes on them. There wasn't really a chocolatey taste. They had that when you have a sweet, I've discovered now after eating multiple sweet flavored potato things, when you have like sweet potato chips, it gets a particular starchy taste.
It does have a very starchy taste.
And at first I thought that was an error with the Lamington crisps, but now that I've had like some other things like that, I think it's a feature when you mix like sugary things with potato chip. Because the White Rabbit crisps also have this unpleasant taste. But another one, my parents often have told me a story about when they moved to London for a while. Apparently the trend in the UK at the time was roadkill flavored crisps.
Oh God!
Things like my mom always talks about squashed hedgehog chips.
Oh,
and like
What-
Fat Fox chips and things.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
that before. That's wild.
that's wild. What
like,
were the
it would have
actual
been in
flavors?
the 80s, and she doesn't remember what the flavors actually were. Probably never tried them, but
Yeah.
she brings it up every so often.
One of this is one that I've tried. Which this is not a cursed flavor. This is a relatively normal flavor, or like in another country, but it would seem it was something I'd never heard of before. And it was me and one of my friends were going on holiday together on a big trip to Taiwan and Hong Kong. And we were flying Scoot, which is like the budget Singapore Airlines. And we had this like awfully timed layover in Singapore Airport. And Singapore Airport is a like, I want to go back to Singapore Airport and at a time when anything is open. So we arrived and it was like 4 a.m. or something. We had a flight at 9, and so we slept on the floor for a while, and then near us there was this a shop for Irvin's salted egg chips, and salted egg is like preserved egg yolks, I think, and it's like shaved over it, and they have like it in chip form or like fish skin chips, and like and this shop opened at 7 o'clock, but by like 5:30 there were people lining up outside like the Irvin salted egg chips to buy these chips. And then Chrissy and I just like, there's no way we're gonna line up for some chips in the airport. We were already done. So we're like, well, we're gonna keep an eye out. Like maybe this is something that can be bought elsewhere in this like region. And thankfully, when we were in Taiwan, we're at the base of Taipei 101, the building, it's got interesting shape. Anyway, and in the bottom of there was a Irvin salted egg chips like shop, and we bought a whole bunch of these chips to try, and also to bring home as well, because we're like, well, they must be good if people are lining up, and I didn't really like them that much. They were just a bit too heavy.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound like an utterly cursed flavor for crisps.
No,
Like
it wasn't.
egg, maybe
It wasn't a very
weird,
cursed.
but
Yeah,
egg flavor's bad.
yeah. Well, like preserved egg, I think the flavor was it was pretty nutty, and I think it would have been really nice. I think it would have been really nice if there was just a little bit less flavoring and
A little bit more.
I don't know. More chip. I don't know.
But it's clearly the thing to have in Singapore. Crisps.
There was a lot of unsettling crisps. I had more crisps to try. I had to like pare down my selection. So I'm definitely down to do
we'll probably revisit crisps in the future.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think next time we're going to do flavored milks, aren't we?
Yeah,
flavored milk.
And I think we might make a thing that it can also be like a major milk product. If
like
you found
yogurt.
a yogurt or a butter or a custard, are these all possible? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
So like dairy
so, yeah.
products, fridge dairy products.
So thank you very much for listening. If you're listening on Spotify or any of those audio only ones, you can also see our products on our YouTube channel, just called Bone Apple Tea Podcast. Also, thank you to Ample Tunes for their track Jimmy's Jam that we use for the intro and segue and outro for our podcast. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, review us on Apple iTunes or on YouTube.
Yeah, review us on iTunes.
That's how we get new listeners.
New listeners. Maybe someone who doesn't know us.
Yeah. Okay, that's a wrap.
All right.
Bone Apple Tea.
Bone Apple Tea.